Howdy, I hope you've had a great day. Silver Trade here again with another video. Y'all remember Roaring Kitty's last post where the O from Panosi's fell and it turned into CCI. Could this be a hint at the Commodity Channel Index or CCI? The CCI indicator tells you whether a security's current price is significantly above or below its historic average, essentially indicating potential overbought or oversold conditions, and can be used to identify potential trend reversals and price extremes. When Roaring Kitty posted this, GameStop on the daily chart, the CCI was over 200% negative. Last time we saw this on CCI was August of last year. It was oversold back here and was at $20. Now it's oversold once again and at $28. Please remember, none of this is financial advice and we are not financial advisors, and this video is made for entertainment purposes only, but this does add another hint of bullishness. GameStop's volume is drying up. Today we only had 3 million, similar to what we saw back here. Today's January 28th, and it turns out all the theories and hype were false. Probably going to be a while before we get, oh my goodness, it is Brian Windhorst's birthday tomorrow. New date.
It's morning, everyone! Today's the day!
Today, Reese's Politics posted, Wall Street's $1 trillion naked shorting and failure to deliver FTD problem is about to hit the fan in the US and EU. A user has submitted multiple FOI requests to the Bank of England, who holds digital records of FTDs for US-based securities, including GME. These requests were denied because it would take more than 18 hours to complete the task, which is the maximum amount of time allowed for FOI inquiries. And for anyone who's curious, an FOI inquiry refers to a request made under the Freedom of Information FOI legislation, which allows individuals to access information held by public authorities, essentially giving the public the right to know about the government activities unless there are specific reasons to withhold it. In the United States, this is commonly called the FOIA request under the Freedom of Information Act. The SEC has also recently denied GME FTD requests, citing unforeseeable harm if they were to publicize the numbers. However, the author was able to uncover some eye-popping numbers for overall settlement fails, which includes more than just securities. Clearstream Banking, the international CSD based in Luxembourg, which has an indirect link to the DTC, reported 576 trillion euros in settlement fails in 2022, 3 years ago. In the US, UBS admitted that over a 10-year period, they failed to clear FTDs on 5,300 occasions while executing a further 71,000 short sales with the outstanding FTDs. Their punishment? A $2.5 million fine, which likely pales in comparison to the amount of securities failed and sold short. The good news is there's a new SEC leadership in place, and more enforcement of these shady practices could come. A broker-dealer should have to pay a minimum fine of matching every dollar on a security that was failed or nakedly sold short. Or better yet, they should be forced to actually buy the stock they promised. And this all came out today. The Bank of England really denied an FOI request because it would take longer than 18 hours to complete. That's crazy. And people are starting to float around the idea of AI in GameStop. January 26th of 2025. If they go into their earnings call and just say AI over and over, we all know what happens. And recently we talked about Ryan Cohen's new friend, their bigger and better partnerships. I don't know if you've heard, but Saudi Arabia is floating the idea of a $600 billion investment in the United States. Trump came back and said raise it to $1 trillion. With GameStop's market cap of a little bit less than $14 billion, if they were to get even a little piece of that, it could be huge. Not like they need it. Here's a clip from Futurama that I thought y'all should see.
What's in the box, Schrodinger?
A cat, some poison, and a cesium atom.
The cat, is it alive or dead? Alive or dead?
Answer him, fool.
It's a superposition of both states until you open it and collapse the wave function.
Says you.
There's also a lot of drugs in there.
Maybe the main reason that Roaring Kitty is talking about Futurama again is he wants us to find this tweet from back in 2020 where he says, the squeeze. Remember, today we had 3.1 million volume on GameStop, which we all remember happened back in April of 2024. We saw really low volume and then a rip. And that's because when we put an order in to buy a stock, it doesn't actually hit the lit market.
If you place a market order, a retail market order, 95% do not go to the lit exchanges, do not go to NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, they go to wholesalers.
So the banks have just a whole bunch of buy and sell orders that they're able to take care of whenever they want. In, I believe, a 30-day rolling period. Last year in May, looks very similar to how it's looking right now. An SOS and then consolidation, more bullish consolidation than we saw last year as well. 2-day run, 2-day pullback. We'll have to see. And y'all know me, I've never really been a crypto guy, but with the new administration and how they're talking, today they proposed the US government could buy 200,000 Bitcoin every year for 5 years, and they believe this could cut the US national debt in half in 20 years. Our own government is talking very bullishly about crypto. You know, the crypto king. And like we talk about in every video now, for the last 4 years, people have only been DRSing more and more. This came out today as well. AMC will now donate ticket sales to fire relief program. This is really stinking cool of AMC to do, and this also shows that their company is not struggling. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I thought this was years out, but it looks like there's a Dogecoin ETF coming up soon. But seriously, if y'all are going to check out a crypto, you got to check out Caspo. I'm going to make a whole video about this really soon. I've got a miner coming in the mail. Please let me know if y'all are interested in crypto at all. And speaking of crypto, Barack Obama's half-brother just rugged Twitter. He had a coin, talked about it on his Twitter, had Obama in his last name, it pumped way up, and you know the story. And so I don't know if y'all have heard about this new DeepSeek AI. I'm just joking, I'm sure you have. Every YouTuber spends 5 minutes talking about it in each of their videos. But Ryan Cohen likes the DeepSeek AI, so does Larry Chang. Today, Ryan Cohen tweeted, China is building AI faster and cheaper than the US, with government support, low cost, and massive data access. And so doesn't that mean their self-driving cars are going to be more reliable than America's as well? NIO back in 2021 was up and proud about $62 per share. And I'm sure y'all remember me posting about how QQQ is going to pull back this week, and naturally I'm going to eat my words on that. Just want to let y'all know that Apple sales in China are down like 18% right now or something like that. And so rumor has it earnings might not be great. But it's Apple, and you don't fuck with the apple or mess with the mouse. And for a lot of history, people thought Americans were only going to drive American cars. But now we're in 2025, and the most common car in America is a Toyota. And so who knows, maybe long term, NIO could even be bigger than Tesla. My AC and water heater went out in this most recent freeze, and I should be fixing those right now, but I wanted to make a video for y'all, so please leave a like. I hope there was some value in here for you. Thank you, and God bless.